Hi Libra, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 29th to the 4th of January. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Also, my readings are timeless, so if you stumble across one of my readings and it's not in the time frame stated in the title, then it means it's for your next seven days starting from tomorrow. So let's begin. You're opening your awareness to new routes, to new destinations, even routes within your life that you can take, like roots, not as in roots as in the ground, but roots as in ROUTES, like ways you could go. These are things that have been obscured to you because you've been just so focused on going off in a certain direction. But your awareness is expanding here of like different paths you can now take that are available to you at this time to get to freedom. You are trying to become free at this time of your environment. It's like you're trying to change your environment, change location through the work you're doing, but you've been just fixed on doing the work, like just so focused on doing the work that you have not been aware to these other routes that have been possible, been aware of that these other routes that are possible for you to take at this time. Well, you will be at this during this week. Something will be being made clear to you. This is for your own intuition, your own epiphany, your own understanding that these routes are opening up here. There's different routes that you can take. There's more than one that are leading to freedom, that are leading to you being financially free. You have a goal of like, I want to be financially free so I can live in this kind of way. But the roots now that are presenting themselves to you are saying that you can have the freedom now and still continue to work on your finances. And you're going to be you're going to, yeah, it's an application or something, you're going to send an email, you're going to be in communication with somebody to make this happen. Your health is looking really good today. Probably today as you're watching me, your health is looking really good. Maybe you've been a bit down, feeling a bit ill, but you're feeling really good and you're feeling very optimistic, positive. And so you're looking forward to the future as well in regards to this opportunity. I mean, it's not even an opportunity, but it's like you're reaching out to people that can make this opportunity happen for you. And I feel like this could be abroad in a different country. I'm seeing like somewhere like hot and tropical is where you're looking to move. Somewhere where it's hot, is next to this, is near the sea. It's near the sea. The place that you're trying to go to. It's like an island, a tropical island, or something like that. You want to live in a much better, much better place than you currently do in terms of views, in terms of food, in terms of culture, in terms of everything. Where you live right now feels very dreary. Feels very like I'm seeing very grimy energy. Like it's just nasty, and it's not an ideal place to exist in. It's like very metallic, not metallic. It's very mechanical. It's like people are being churned to death, is what I'm seeing. Caught up in trying to chase their dreams and stuff, and they get churned to death in like this giant mechanical machine. They get turned into mince, and then the mince is being put in the food, and then the little children eating food, and it's a nasty. The place you're living in, the energy is horrible. It's a horrible, horrible place that you're living in, and you're trying to get out of. You're really trying to adamantly try to get out of this place, You've been trying to get out of this place, and you're like trying to work on your finances so that you can get the hell out of wherever you are, because you feel like something big is about to happen in the place you live. And this is a confirmation that something big is indeed about to happen in the place you are currently living in. I feel a lot of hostility coming in, a lot of border control, a lot of change in what comes in and what comes out of your country, wherever country you're from. There's going to be big hostility, not just with your country, but with other countries. So it's like, I feel like this is we're on the verge of like coming up to some sort of, well, I'm seeing it, some sort of like crazy times where I don't want to say it, but it's like World War Three, um, the beginning stages of it, and where people are doing all kinds of things to, protect their borders, protect their livelihoods, and they're starting to mobilize, and this sort of stuff is happening. So you want to get out. You have a feeling things are going that way anyway, and you want to get out before this becomes a big situation, before it becomes a thing where you can't get out so easily anymore. You want to get. You don't want to be a part of that anyway. That ugly machine. That ugly. You don't want to be a part of that. You don't want to be churned out and then fed to the kids, kind of. And the kids don't know what they're eating. It's a horrible, horrible place you live in. The energy is very bad. The country you live in, the energy is horrible. Um, they don't value people. They value wealth. They value possessions. They value weapons. They value having power over people. It's completely immoral. But you and yourself, you've been upgrading, you've been evolving, you've been transforming your life. Your life is now done the finishing touches of it being complete, in terms of you understanding who you are. And so now, you're choosing to where you want to rain down on, because where you are right now, you don't want to rain down there because of like this, the nasty energy, like you see it for what it truly is. So now you're looking to move abroad, like somewhere elsewhere, like far away from where you are right now, where the environment's completely different, and it's different for whatever reason. It's like your soul is being called in that direction. I would say honor the calling, honor the call that you hear. There's a reason your soul is calling you that way, because that's the next stage in your life. That's the stage that's very much so connected to helping you flower your, like, help your purpose unfold like a flower. By you going to this place, you need a different environment to the environment you're currently in, because the environment you're currently in is not really giving you what you need. So let's jump into the reading and see what else is going on for you here, Libra. Interesting week. It's like you come back into reality is what it feels like this week. It's like you've been in your own world for most of this year, to be honest with you, and you're coming back into reality this week, and recognizing that a lot has changed around you while you've been doing your own personal transformation, and that you need to be in an environment that is in actual alignment with you. That you can no longer be in an environment that is no longer an environment that is no longer in alignment with you, because it will take away from you. Nope. So I really wanted to come out. So, okay. Your theme for the week, sorry, not your theme for your current energy, the energy you're currently in, is temperance. So you've been working on your purpose, bringing peace to yourself, bringing balance to yourself by working on your purpose, hoping to see it's very successful. What was your reading for last week? Keep moving forward. Yeah, so you've been working a lot towards your purpose and what your life means and what the whole point of your life is in this, what your whole point of your life is. And you've been working in this understanding and you've gained great clarity, gotten great understanding of what your life purpose is, what you're meant to be doing with your life, and what's next for you. So you've been working on your purpose here, bringing peace to yourself, balance to yourself by moderating your energy, transmuting your energy. If you have negative experience or negative feeling, or someone says something to you that's quite negative, makes you feel a negative way, you've been transmuting that and turning it into positive energy for yourself, turning it into energy that you can use as fuel to help propel you forward even more. And it's been working successfully. There's a confirmation for you that it has indeed been working for you successfully. You transmuting your energy has helped you level up. And so as you're doing this, you're continuing to walk away from things that are you're continuing to introspect first of all and look at things that you need to walk away from, things that are abandoning you, things that are disappointing you in any kind of way. You're walking away from them, looking at yourself, being in your purpose and saying what is truly in alignment with me and what is truly not in alignment with me. You're looking at these things and removing what doesn't fit you anymore, what doesn't make sense in your reality. And this is allowing you to feel very wealthy within your own energy. There's a wealth of energy, fulfillment, being the leader within your own life, and you're being very practical and confident at this time, to keep moving in this direction of unlocking your purpose more, as well as letting go of what doesn't serve you. And this is making you feel like this King of Pentacles, a part of me, which is very fantastic energy. Stepping into the week, your theme for the week is the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups in your theme for the week means that this week you're going to be finding a lot of balance. The experiences you're going through are going to help you feel more balanced, harmonious, united within yourself. You might be meeting some new people here that are going to be like soulmates for you, that are going to be helpful for you on your journey. Like I was saying with the vision, they're going to be meeting some people here that will you'll be communicating with some people that will help you make this move happen. So this week is a week of healing for you, actually, is what this is, where you're going to be feeling a lot more better on the other side of it. And be feeling more balance and more harmony with yourself and harmony with your life and your environment around you, because you're starting to begin this change. So between Monday and Wednesday, you're in this energy of the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is you've gone through a major transformation within your life. You have been going through quite a lot of transformations. I'm seeing 3 butterflies here, so there's 3 transformations that you've gone through. White butterflies signify transformation. So I'm seeing 3 white butterflies here, even though there's not actually 3 white butterflies, but I'm seeing 3 white butterflies. So you've been through 3 huge transformations recently in the near past, or this year you've been in 3 major transformations, where you've become the master of it. You're actually the master of yourself, because you're now in your truth. You're living truthfully. You're living with a lot more wisdom. You're taking leadership of your life and respecting yourself, and respecting your time, your energy, not giving to things that are bringing you down or trying to sabotage you or trying to deceive you in any kind of way. Like you've been through a deep transformation. Here in the King of Swords, he also goes through a huge transformation within his life, from being the inauthentic version of him into turning into the fully authentic version of himself. And this is what you've done here as well. You've gone through, there's a confirmation if you heard that. You've gone from being the inauthentic version of yourself to being the fully authentic version of yourself. And clarifying this, we have the Ten of Wands. So you've been carrying burdens, you've been feeling weighed down by life as you've been going through these transformations here. You've been feeling weighed down, but during this time period, is what I'm seeing is that you're going to find happiness here. This is the end of these transformations. These transformations, so until the next transformation, I guess. But for now, you're feeling weighed down by life in general between Monday and Wednesday, as you're completing the transformations that you're going through here. Of you, this third one is almost done here. And so now this third one is setting you up for the future and what you're possible of doing in the future. So this is why this third transformation has been very important. It's been a transformation of your future and what you're capable of achieving. And so you're feeling weighed down and you're about to be relieved of these burdens here between Monday and Wednesday of what's weighing you down, because your inner city has been rebuilt. Your inner city has been rebuilt here of the way that you want it. You can see here these foundation stones. It's like they're rebuilding of the city. And the Ten of Wands, he has this huge battle with the evil wizard. The evil wizard scoffs at him and says there's no such thing as a good wizard, and he challenges him to a fight. So he challenges the One Maker to a fight, and the One Maker and him, the evil wizard, they have a massive battle which destroys the whole city. And as they destroy the whole city, after the battle, the One Maker, he is victorious. So the Ten of Wands also signifies that you are victorious in these transformations, that you're victorious in, developing yourself, like in self-development. You are successful here in this battle between the old and the new. You are successful here. You have been successful through and through every transformation, and you're successful in this new transformation that you're going through at this time. And so this is a level of mastery that is equivalent to the Hierophant's mastery of understanding a great deal of things. Like you understand a great deal of things spiritually speaking. You understand, you're a very learned person about spirituality just in general, and these are things that cannot be taught. The things that you have a knowing of, the things that you have an understanding of, awareness of, these are things that cannot be taught. These are things that can only be I guess felt and experienced, but you cannot be taught these things. No matter how whoever tries to teach you, you will never learn. So you've become very learned, and you've become, a true master here, is what I'm seeing. But you're still feeling weighed down, burdened, and you've rebuilt it because you've been rebuilding the city within inside of yourself, the city of your inner world. This is what you've been rebuilding. And so now, between Monday and Wednesday, the universe is coming in here and, relieving you of this burden, this energetic burden that you've been carrying, and allowing you to feel free, feel like, these kids down there, like free, to be able to play within your life, because the transformations are complete here. So this is the official completion of these. You've been for three huge transformations this year, and so the third one's done now, and now you're very balanced within your physical and spiritual, and you're embodying moving forwards from this point, from a point of having one foot in the physical and one foot in the spiritual, being balanced in both sides, so that by you doing so, you find true fulfillment. When you just have both feet in the physical, you'll never find true fulfillment, never find true happiness. But when you have both feet in the spiritual, so it's important to have one foot in the physical and one foot in the spiritual as you're moving forwards. and that's how you find true fulfillment. But the universe is coming in here and giving you this energy, relieving you of these 10 of Wands, these burdens that you've been carrying, and you're going to be in the energy of feeling very happy, really joyful, delightful, positive energy, warmth, youthful, exuberant. You're going to be youthfully exuberant here between Monday and Wednesday, as the universe is letting you know that you've completed this cycle, and this is coming in through you just feeling a sense of relief. You might be having a very vivid dream, is what I'm seeing, about what's going on within your life. You might even cry during the dream and not knowing what the answer is. Write down whatever your dream is, and make sure you can figure out what it is, what it means, basically, and you will know what it means. And basically, I'll tell you now is that you successfully released everything that doesn't belong to you, released all the energy that you've been holding on to, releasing the old you. You successfully transformed in every single way into the true you, the you that's meant to be you. Which is this energy, you being in your purpose, and so this also ties back into your theme of you finding unity within yourself, harmony and balance during this week. So between Wednesday and Friday, we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is something here that's influenced you in the past, had an effect on you, your family perhaps from the past, that has, maybe sabotaged you when you were innocent. So this is something that you're still resting from, recuperating from at this time, because it's giving you a lot of fatigue, and the way it's giving you fatigue is in your heart. So it's kind of what's gone in the past. You've healed to a certain degree, but it's still causing pain and heartbreak within you. It's still causing sorrow and hurt, and so you're recovering from this, from this past energy here, this past influences, family perhaps, anything that has influenced you negatively in the past that has led to a lot of painful memories. You're healing from these painful memories. You're healing from this pain that's in your heart that is blocking you from being truly open to receiving love here. So your heart's going through this sort of purge, if you want, but it comes in the form of you healing, these things that are related to the past. So you actually releasing the hurt, releasing the pain, and this comes from just you resting. It's happening automatically. It's coming from you resting. It's because the energy no longer belongs to you. You've successfully transformed, but the energy of the pain is still there, not the memory itself. I mean, it's good to remember the lesson, but not remember the pain. And so you're remembering the pain at this time, and so you're remembering it because it's still there, and you need to let go of it. And so you're doing that here between Wednesday and Friday. Between Friday and Sunday, you're in this energy of the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords here, she's gone through a very tumultuous journey herself, of going through a lot of situations where she was, she could have been killed, or she's been poisoned as well. She's ended up finding her love. She's been through a very crazy journey, and she ends up becoming the Queen of Swords. She ends up becoming a queen, not just of swords, but she just becomes a queen. And so and she has a king, of course, but gender's irrelevant here. But you're somebody now where you've been on a very crazy journey in life, and you've been through very harrowing experiences that have brought to you newfound wisdom and newfound truth. It's brought more clarity into your truth, into not just your truth, but it's allowed you to be more honest with yourself. It's allowed you to live more honestly, live more truthfully, live in a way which is empathetic towards you, because you have such a strong mind. You have such a strong mind, so now you're able to live from a place of truth, honesty and empathy, and you're having a breakthrough here. And a passionate breakthrough, and this breakthrough is because you've become this person, like a hermit, like you've gone through the deepest, darkest parts of yourself, and you've come to know your own truth. because you've come to know your own truth and acknowledge it and embrace it, and you live from a place now where you live from a place of truth, from a place of honesty, a place of empathy for yourself first and everybody second. So now this being clarified by the Ace of Swords being clarified by the Hermit here means that this breakthrough that you're having is in regards to your inner guidance of where you're being guided next, what your next steps are, what you need to do. It's like in the journey of the Hermit, he climbs up a mountain and he's like, I haven't learned anything from climbing up this mountain. Every part of his journey, he learned something along his way. And he's like, I haven't learned anything yet. So he decides to continue on his travel. And he ends up climbing up another mountain. Now, the second mountain is way treacherous, way more treacherous than the first one. And, the rocks are very jagged, and the ice is brittle and it's thin and slippery. And, his fingers start to bleed and his teeth start to chatter from the cold. And, his his clothes become very grey and matted. He starts off with very flamboyant clothing, and he grows a grey beard. And as he gets to the top of this mountain, he's like, "What's the point of me coming here?" And he looks around and he sees a hole in the wall, and he goes through the hole in the wall, and that's where he finds the lantern, the cloak, and the staff. So the lantern in itself, he is led by his heart, basically. And in this situation, you're using your heart to actually manifest what you want from your life and manifest the way forward here, and use it as your inner guidance, as well as your not as just your inner guidance, but your outer guidance. It's like what I like to say. You can see, he's got the light of the lantern in his palm, and he's got it in his as well as in the lantern. So you're using it as your inner guidance as well as your outer guidance on how to navigate through life. You're using it to illuminate the world around you and people around you and things around you, just in general, and gaining clarity. About what's good for you and what's not good for you, and making this kind of move here at this time, in regards to communicating with people, perhaps abroad. This person, that, like I was saying, trying to make this move happen. I feel like you're going to do this between Friday and Sunday, that you're no longer happy living in the environment that you're living in, the country you're living in, because it's not in alignment with your truth. It's not in alignment with what you embody. It's not you're talking to yourself and saying, honestly, I'm not happy about where I'm living. I'm not. It doesn't connect to my idea of truth. It's like, and you're like, I need to be empathetic to myself and do what my heart is telling me to do, because that's probably the best for me. And so the Hermit here is, you're having a breakthrough here in your inner guidance your inner guidance leading a way for you forwards, that makes much more sense to you at this time, makes much more, is more grounded in reality, and is sensible. It's way more sensible for you to do. And so you're deciding to make some big changes here. Yeah. So again, because you've mastered yourself. So I've got a few cards of mastery here, for Twin Friday. You've mastered yourself. You know what you want from life now, and you're determined to have it in that way. And so it's going to happen for you here. So I'm seeing the Ouroboros here, which represents infinity. And so, you're capable of doing whatever you want. I'm seeing the number 8 here as well. It's very abundant for you in this hourglass. And you got number 9 here, which is the end of the cycle, basically, that you're currently in, where you kind of are allowing yourself to be a victim of your circumstances, where you're allowing yourself to be in situations because you think there is no other way out. There is always another way out. You always have a choice. It's whether you're brave enough to do it, to take the choice. And this is what you're doing here. You're being this Queen of Swords and saying, I'm being honest and truthful and empathetic. My inner guidance is telling me I need to go this way. I want to go this way. You've done the soul searching, you've done the introspecting, you've done the soul examinations. You know exactly who you are and what exactly is going to make you happy at this time, and this is what you're going after now. So it's a big week for you of like continuing this transformation. It's the end of this. I feel like this is going to be the last transformation you go through for a while, at least until like maybe I'm seeing next summer you're going to go, but nothing has. I don't think you're going to go through one like as crazy as this year, where you've gone through 3 back-to-back huge huge transformations, is what I'm seeing here. You've gone for three huge transformations, and it's very significant that you've been through, because it means true mastery of yourself. That's what the three is representative of. It's someone that understands the power of three. So past, present, future, birth, life, death. What else? Apprenticeship, immediate mastery. You know, there's many things. There's a lot of power in the number three. That is related to the cycles of life in general. I'm not a numerologist. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's see what your challenge is here for the week. And this all ties back into your theme, what you're going through this week. You're going to be, by the end of the week, you're going to be in more harmony, unity, and balance with yourself, and meeting some people, like I say, that are going to help you make this transition possible. So let's see what your challenge is here for the week. If you've never seen me before, challenges show up one way or another, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And challenge, what it's trying to do is trying to keep you in your current reality and not allow you to upgrade your life. It wants to keep you stuck, basically. It's like this agent energy is trying to keep filter people between who is meant to be free and who's meant to be subjugated. So your challenge for this week is you're having difficulty connecting to your intuition to illuminate the way and cut through the illusions within your life, in regards to the rules that you live by, the structure that you live by, that who is the authority in your life. You're having difficulty recognizing this, and recognizing what you're capable of doing, recognizing that you are the emperor in your life, but you've been giving this power away to the country that you've been living in, specifically because you've been bound by its rules and bound by tax, bound by insurance. You've been bound by your house, perhaps. You've been bound by these kind of things, and so it's making you come to a point where you're hating yourself. You're in a position where you're not showing yourself kindness. You're not showing yourself loving feelings. You're like hating yourself and being hard on yourself and saying, well, I'm stuck in this position. I've got no other way out. I can't do anything about it. Obviously this is just the challenge, and it's not true, and you are shifting this, but this is still showing up as the challenge here of like you being like, I'm bound by my circumstances, I can't make a choice. And this is where you've been giving your power away, and this is, you're having difficulty connecting to your intuition to illuminate the way, because you're like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if it's possible. It's like doubt. It's like you're having trouble seeing that that the country you live in has been the authority in your life, has been really controlling the way that you live, the way that you structure your life, the way that you what rules you live by. And so it's making you hate yourself, of like, because you're not able to, you feel like you can't fight against it, like you can't get away, but you can get away. And it will work out in your favor. You have a lot of gods and goddesses watching over you, rooting for you. You just need to make the change and it will happen. You need to believe in yourself. So let's pull you out on outcome to see what your outcome here is for the week, given all of this energy. Sorry, a bit ill. Still a bit ill. So... So your outcome here is you are deciding to begin this new journey. This Knight of Wands is a slow moving energy. The Knight of Pentacles, when I say Wands, maybe you're being like the Knight of Wands, where you're like deciding to be more adventurous and be confident to live life more adventurously. But you're beginning this new project, is what I like to say. Not project, but this new way of living. The Knight of Pentacles, he goes off to this woman to learn how to grow his pentacles, which is his purpose. This is his purpose here. He's going to learn how to grow pentacles, and so it's a long journey where he learns and he ends up falling in love with her. So he goes to her to learn. So it's kind of like this, where you're going off, you're deciding to commit to moving to somewhere so you can learn more about your purpose and connect more deeply to your purpose, like I was saying in the channel, so it can help like unfold like a flower, completely like a flower. And so you're willing to be productive and hardworking to get to that point and be practical and honest about every step. And so already you're getting the Ten of Pentacles of saying that you're going to be very successful, even though it feels very slow, of like you having to get to this position, like you're not sure if it's going to work, if it's not going to work, like you're going there. But you will be traveling soon, is what I feel like. You will be traveling to a different country, um, where you can, where your purpose is going to go through an upgrade, without you realizing it. You may or may not realize it, but your purpose is going to be going for an upgrade. And so you're going to be very successful. You're going to become wealthy as a result, not just in money, but energetically speaking as well. Energy is also money. So the more energy you have, the more money you have. And also you're going to be feeling very happy and grateful that you decided to almost take a risk, is what I'm hearing the word take a risk. You're going to feel like it's like a bit of a risk, and so you're going to be so grateful that you took this risk and decided to move abroad. This is a breakthrough happening by you taking action, by you cutting through the illusions. You're taking action, you're having a breakthrough because you're successfully are connecting to your intuition, illuminating the way through the illusions, and what could be giving you anxiety, and trusting your intuition that it's leading you in the right direction. And in turn, what this is doing, this is ushering you into a new cycle of life, a huge new cycle of life, where it's like you're living a different life altogether. That's actually in line with, that's actually a part of your destiny. And also, your luck is going to be changing here, because you're no longer giving your power to the country that you're living in. You're no longer saying, I'm a victim of my circumstances. You're actively living your life and making a change. And so by you making this change, you're calling back power to yourself, and this is causing your luck to increase here, and good karma to come in for you. So I'm seeing there's a lot of good karma waiting to just come in. I think I've said this to you before, that there's a lot of good karma that's trying to come in for you. It's just you're learning how to be receptive to it. And the best and a really good way, I would say, to be receptive to is to call your power back from things that are taking your power away from you. And so that's what you're doing here. You're making these plans, you're solidifying these goals, plans here by the end of this week. You're having a breakthrough, and cutting through, like I was saying, committing to moving to wherever this place is, wherever country this is. And it's going to be very successful for you, because it's not just going to help you in your purpose, it's going to help you in every asset. It's going to be literally 10 of Pentacles, community. 10 of Pentacles is everything you want: community, family, love, material with riches, happiness, joy, community. I think I said community. Everything basically that you could desire. This is what 10 of Pentacles represents. And it's just you being grateful for all of it. So I'm going to leave you a reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.